Hello and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 4th of October for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the key elements of this week before going on to give you your detailed Zodiac forecast, so please stay with me. The standout event of this week is the Libra new moon, which occurs on Wednesday. Also, Pluto, the planet of transformation, ends a long retrograde on this day. But the new moon is particularly unique because it's very close to Mars, the planet of drive and passion, and a planet which is actually in its detriment in the sign of Libra. Libra is about finding consensus, celebrating the things we have in common. It is about trying to achieve a degree of harmonization. But sometimes Libra energy can attract from other people almost an assumption that the Libran type energy of giving and being very accommodating and attuned to another person, some people take that for granted. So Mars can be a very good thing in that regard and see us assert our boundaries in a more robust way. But also Uranus is in a 150 or quincunx angle to the new moon, and that's quite a rebellious influence in Taurus. So I think this could be a week when there's some intense discussions over finances for many people. Also Mercury in its retrograde squares with Pluto on Monday and Tuesday. So Mercury being retrograde when there is the new moon is another hint that we have to work hard at our listening skills and try to contain our frustration if not everybody quite gets our drift straight away. But I think some relationships will go through some big transitions this week because by Thursday, Venus, the ruler of Libra, moves into Sagittarius. This is an excellent location to think about the truth of relationships, to seek freedom if a relationship hasn't been working, to be open-minded about the type of people we can connect with. Because one of the things that I think is wonderful to do with Libran energy is to celebrate the things we have in common and not focus always on the things that separate us, that make us different. So there are opportunities this week for us all, and please stay with me for your detailed forecast. But if you are new to me or my channel, I would be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Also, if you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, you can do so by subscribing below. I've been writing these for many years, over 25 years, and my work is featured all around the world and in Britain's most read daily newspaper. So you can get yours free by subscribing below. And with year 2022 racing up, if you'd like to get your personal forecast based on your time, date and place of birth, and you order it now, you can get the rest of this year free, plus a character analysis, and also 30% off, all based on you. No two charts are the same, can give you searing insights of the opportunities ahead. Hello Taurus and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 4th of October. Now, having Uranus in your sign has made you much more individualistic over recent times, and that's a really good thing. But because there's a collection of energy around that new moon, which is about sacrifice, there could be some kind of conflict, not necessarily in terms of with another person. It could be some kind of inner conflict you have about how you're going to maintain your obligations and responsibilities when there's another part of you that does want to be so much freer. All this can also point towards revolutionizing your approach in some way. So whether it is to do with what you eat, drink, how much you exercise, the type of work you do, the type of relationships you have with colleagues, it points towards a change. And because Mercury is squaring with Pluto at the start of this week, you could feel that this is tension creating. But actually try to go through the process, because the sign of Virgo, which is essentially governs the 6th house, is very much about purity. So think about purity and how you relate to others, all that Libran energy on the new moon, but particularly around where you want to be of help to people, where you want to be a decent citizen, but you don't necessarily want to give up being or doing what's right for you. So it is about finding a balance. And if you're doing too much for others, it's time to draw back. If maybe you could be a bit more self-sacrificing, maybe you need to give up a bit of your control over your particular time, even in a domestic situation, and that can create more harmony, which is what Librans very much about, with others.